Ash, it was a pretty tense second set. What was going through your mind in 5-3, and how happy are you with how you turned it around?
Yeah, I think I played, a pretty good match, pretty clean match on my serve for all of that one game early in the second. But I was creating opportunities in the second set. I just couldn't take advantage of them on Lauren's serve, and really happy with how I was able to respond in that 5-4 game, and then played a really clean tiebreak, which is always good.
How much do you feel like you're improving from first round to second round?
Yeah, it was a little bit better. There were parts of my game that were better. There were parts of my game that I still want to clean up. There's always room for improvement every single match that you play, and I think that's the beauty of this sport. And now that I'm still alive in the tournament, I get an opportunity to do that in my next round.
Ash, how much confidence do you take out of a run like in Cincinnati, or something where, you didn't have your best, you made the semifinals of a P5, here, okay, maybe things aren't clicking like magic early on, but it seems like you're still in control of these matches.
Yeah, I think that's half the battle sometimes, is to win when you're not playing your best tennis. And Cincinnati, we had to fight really hard throughout that whole event to stay alive, and there were some scrappy matches, but to make a semis is really good. And obviously it's the matches that we're after, not the semi-final that we're after necessarily, but more just the matches and the conditions, and getting used to being in match situations again, because nothing on the practice court can give you that. So we're really pleased with that, and obviously it's paying dividends so far this week, and to be in another third round is really, really positive.
Does playing someone like Lauren, who clearly has great court coverage and made a lot of balls, does that help in terms of fine-tuning your game?
Oh, every opponent's different. Every single match is different. So I think, yes, I had to hit a lot of balls tonight. It was extremely tough, but my next opponent may not be like that. So you just play whoever's on the other side of the net. I don't really worry about that match that I'm playing now, preparing me for the next one. I've got to play that match and try and get through that as best that I can.
Yeah, she mentioned on court that the conditions were a little tricky tonight with the roof closed, and Armstrong's also a little bit different than Ash. Explain what the conditions were like out there. Yeah,
difficult. It's always tough when the roof's closed. Obviously, the noise is kept in a little bit more, and it's a pretty noisy court as it is, but it's a great atmosphere. There's nothing quite like playing a night session at the US Open. It's pretty special, and it's nice to be a part of it early in the tournament. And it's just another kind of aspect that you have to deal with and you have to adapt to, and and move on and try and get used to it as quickly as possible so that it doesn't become a factor in the match, really.
Was the ball doing anything different on that court with the roof?
It's a little bit just more dead when the roof is closed. Obviously, there's not the heat in the court and the sun coming off the court where you can really kind of get it to respond. It's a little bit more dead and a little bit more sterile, but which makes it a little bit more difficult to manoeuvre the ball at times. But it was still very nice.
Yeah, up next you might play Sakari again, or you might get Peng Shuai. Just your thoughts on those two opponents. Obviously playing Maria quite a few times this year. Just what makes her so difficult as an opponent lately?
Yeah, obviously with the rain, it made the schedule a little bit more difficult for today's play. We were very lucky that we were scheduled on a court with a roof. Now that there are multiple roofs here, it makes a massive difference. And I'll just wait and see for that match. I guess it's different conditions for both of them. I'm not sure if they've ever played each other before, but whoever it is, we'll prepare as best that we can come Friday and do the best that we can.
Just on conditions again, but excuse me, Roger was saying that he felt like the conditions on Ash are very slow compared to Clay. I don't know if he was exaggerating or not, but kind of what's through with two matches under your belt on two very different courts. What do you assess on the court speed?
Yeah, I think they are slow, definitely. Roger's probably the best one, the best feel in the world. He'll tell you how it is, and he's not wrong often. But no, it is pretty slow, and I think at night it's magnified even more, especially when it's raining, it's heavy. All of those things are magnified a little bit more, and with the roof closed, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But it's just the conditions. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to play in it. And I've played in night sessions before. I've played in slow courts before. It does take some adapting, but not too long.